Okay, how did no one find this animation slip up in SpongeBob? Literally, Squidward's hand is still there. They forgot to edit it out, and it's just... Today, we're going to be looking at SpongeBob Animation Errors Part 4. And these are some of the newer episodes, some new clips, and this is pretty bomb. You guys got to see this. Alright, let's start off with number 10. Pay attention.
Squirrely birthday, dear Sandy, squirrely birthday to you.
Y'all are the best aquatic critter friends a Lone Star from out of town could ever have.
Now this is kind of a hard one, and I'm going to show you what the animation error is in this one. And you're not going to believe this one. It's kind of dumb, but guys, it's her birthday. We all love Sandy. But guys, look at the birthday cake. Where is the squirrel? I mean, where is Sandy on the cake? It disappeared in one of the frames, and this is crazy. Now, did the animators forget to draw it in, or was it just too small and they said, you know what, I don't even want to bother? I don't know, but let's go on.
Better find it quick, SpongeBob. Kid's balling, he's chasing me customers away.
When we zoom into the fish in the background, take a look at her eyebrow. She's missing an eyebrow. But keep watching as she walks through the Krusty Krab. It switches, and it comes back, and it reappears. This is actually one of the freakiest animation slip-ups I've ever seen. This is one of the freakiest ones. Because they drew it in and they forgot and then they edited it out. I have no idea what was going on. But it did in fact happen and it was crazy. I mean, she has no eyebrows in one frame and then she has it in another. It's crazy. Guys, before we go on, why not drop a subscribe on this video if you're not already subscribed? No, just drop a subscribe if you're not subscribed. It'll help support the channel. Number 8. Now this one's kind of crazy. Let's take a look.
Victory is mine! Too easy. No!
Victory is not yours, Plankton. I don't know who you think you're fooling, but we know you're not going to get the formula. The mistake in this episode is that there is a slice of cheese in the Krabby Patty. But when we're seeing it in the beginning shot, there is no cheese. And even the side shot, now I would excuse it, but there's 2 shots where it's just completely missing. And that is a no-no from us. We gave them the benefit of the doubt, guys, but I don't see that juicy cheese on that beefy Krabby Patty, and it needs that cheese to be a Krabby Patty. I don't care what anyone says, guys. We need that cheese because it needs to be complete, guys. And it looks like the animators just remembered all of a sudden that, hey, you know what? We need some cheese on that, and let's add it in. Let's go on to number 7.
Keep going.
Just a little more.
Now, Squidward was being kind of mean in this episode, but then again, he kind of deserves to be mean because the way he gets treated in SpongeBob is kind of ridiculous. But anyway, he pretty much let SpongeBob go up the hill, and his house, you know, obviously fell back. But the thing is, we know that SpongeBob, there are no cities in between SpongeBob's house. Yet, when it comes back down, we're seeing a bunch of cities. Take a look at this. What is that? That is not how the geography of SpongeBob works. And you would know this if you're a longtime fan of SpongeBob. You would know that there's no cities right on the right side of SpongeBob's house. You know, the pineapple. There's nothing there, dude. There's no city. I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, that's just completely off. There's no hill. And even in the shot alone, he doesn't even pass the city. So that's just an error there, in my opinion. This one could kind of slide, but it is what it is. In one of the episodes, Plankton was determined to steal the Krabby Patty formula.
What I really need is to spray Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob.
Plankton wanted to shoot some goo-goo gas to make Mr. Krabs into a baby, and he wanted to get SpongeBob as well, but things go pretty bad pretty quick. His plan is turned upside down, and now it's time to look at the mistake. Now the mistake is coming up in the next shot. Take a look at this. You're not gonna believe it.
Hold on, I think there better be something other than bills in here.
Now this is a smaller error, but when we look at the mailbox, notice that there is a mailbox outside of the Krusty Krab. And, you know, that's very interesting that that's there because in the previous shot that we were looking at, there is no mailbox. Let's zoom in and let's try to see if we can, and it's not there. It's non-existent. The mailbox is just gone. Now, usually the Krusty Krab doesn't even have that mailbox there in other episodes. That's okay, but for this episode, if there's a mailbox in an episode, it's got to be there the entire time, or else it's just like they forgot to put it in. It's a mistake. Plankton's always trying to steal the formula, dude. Always. and it's getting to a point where I kind of feel bad for the guy. When is Plankton gonna get this secret Krabby Patty formula? And is he even gonna get it? I mean, Plankton is kind of weak. Plankton is one of the weakest characters on the show. He's tiny, he gets abused, he gets stomped on all the time, and he still tries to get that Krabby Patty formula from Mr. Cribbity Crabbity Greedy Cribbity Crabbity Cribbity Crabbity Crabs. Always. And so, I don't know if he's ever gonna get it, but he always tries, and it's funny to see him mess up. Let's go on to the animation error in this one. Now, I'm gonna need Patchy the Pirate to, decode this one for me. Just kidding. Guys, when the sand goes into their eyes, as we can see here, the dust from the tornado underwater, which is funny. It gets in their eyes, but then literally the next shot, this isn't edited, their eyes are completely good. So you're gonna tell me that the tornado was so strong, it blew the dust out of their eyes as it blew it right back in. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I feel like they did this on purpose just because it's like, okay, who would notice that? That's a fast scene, I'm not gonna lie. That scene went by just like that. It was just like, and it was over. But I slowed it down. When you slow things down, you may be able to see some things that you would not been expecting to see. Now guys, there is a debate going on with the SpongeBob universe, the SpongeBob fans, and everyone watching this video, you're actually a part of this and you don't know. Apparently there's a group out there that's saying that, the newer SpongeBob animation is terrible. It's lazy, it's flashy, and it's not like the original animations that we see in the older seasons. And this is pretty much saying that, you can see the difference actually. I mean, it's not that hard to see. I mean, just look on screen right now. I mean, we would never seen this stuff in the older SpongeBob. But yes, guys, SpongeBob has changed animations over the years. It's more exaggerated, looks kind of, I don't want to say ugly, but it does look more out of model. Like, it's not really the character's model when they exaggerate. And yes, that can be a bummer, but at the same time, I mean, this show's been running forever, and they're obviously trying to try new things, so we could give them a break here and there, but I think it's just coming to the point where we just have to accept that SpongeBob is never going to go back to what it used to be. I mean, I know that sounds bad, but I mean, guys, this show's been running since we were born, dude. It's been running. So SpongeBob's going on forever, and things are going to happen. But I do agree, like, some of the things are kind of weird how they... I mean, I feel like it's a completely different show sometimes, just with our characters pasted in sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. With the creator of SpongeBob coming back to the show, things have changed, but it is what it is. Guys, let's go on to the next animation error. Now, I showed you guys this picture in my previous video, the previous animation error video. Squidward's house is not there. But in this shot, guys, this is a new shot. Everything's cool in this picture. Everything is awesome. Everything's right. Everything's perfect. Everyone's house is there. But when we look at this, Patrick's house is not there. Now, you're saying, well, that's dumb, dude. You obviously just switch frames or whatever. His house is still there, but we just need to move more to the left. Well, I'm just questioning this. Like, I really don't know. This is one of them that I really don't know. Is his house in the frame? Is this an error? Because, I mean, if you actually go back to that and just play it back and forth, his house should really be in there. Like, even just a little piece of his rock, of Patrick's rock, should be in this frame. And it's not there. Therefore, this is technically a mistake. Now, I know this is a small mistake. I know this is kind of petty. But, I mean, it is what it is, and I don't know what else to tell you. Guys, thank you for making it this far into the video. This is crazy. I mean, this was fun to make. SpongeBob animation errors, guys. We just love to look at these animation, slip-ups here and there. We're not causing hate. We're not, causing anything to, oh, well, these guys should have, Guys, we're looking at this for fun. Please don't hate on the video. In fact, guys, go ahead and drop a like on this video if you haven't already, guys. Because, we need to understand that these are just funny to look at. And in fact, I would even like for the animators to do more animation errors. Just kidding, guys. I'm not supposed to say that. But yes, guys, it is funny when we see these. I mean, just look on screen sometimes. Just looking at some of the errors in SpongeBob is just hilarious, dude. I mean, this is a cartoon and everyone gets to see sometimes the slip-ups and stuff. But yeah, guys, anyway, thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think of the debate of the animation of SpongeBob? Is it true that SpongeBob's animation has changed and it's more stupid or ugly or lazy or whatever? I gotta say this. I'm gonna put my 2 cents in. I'm gonna put my 2 pennies in on this issue, the debate, guys. SpongeBob's animation is not lazy. I don't care what generation you're watching from. All of it is completely hand-drawn. None of it's lazy. It's just a different animation style. The people saying it's lazy are they're just fools. I don't usually insult people, but the people are saying that, they obviously are just ignorant. They don't even know what they're talking about. And they're insulting people who are doing some serious hard work. I mean, animation, it's so hard. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you, subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys